Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Live. Live. Yes, sir. Steba. Yeah. Yes, Steba. What's going on?
Yo, yo, yo.
You can hear me? What's going on?
Yeah, I good.
I see you had on your mask there. So you protecting from corona.
Yeah. I had to make sure that the tablet's 6 feet away. And then I had to take it off. I had to make sure I get my social distancing down back first, you know?
iPad distancing.
I have to make sure I get that. So you're gonna gotta adjust back a little bit because right now you're 5 1/4. So you gotta go back a little bit.
Yo. Yeah, man. So how things with you as far as the corona? So you out walking now? What going on with you?
Well, yeah, you know, I still out in the field. I still doing my thing. Just protecting myself, making sure, you know, I follow all the rules and regulations. You know, because I can't deal with this thing right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is something serious. A lot of people, you know, they don't play in it, but this is something real serious, man. So I just try to make sure that I protect myself. You know what I mean?
No doubt. Yeah, this thing serious. Yes. Once
But
you
yeah,
see people losing lives, that's it. You ain't
yeah,
need no more one.
I'm telling you, that's sufficient to let me know, yo, deal with things, because you know the thing is that this thing's spreading so fast. I mean, it's like you catch it and let's say you're asymptomatic, you ain't even know if you're passing it around to another set of people. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I just I don't want to be on that stat sheet, you know.
No, not at all. They could keep that.
Yeah.
People losing life, they could keep that for sure. They could keep that.
Yeah.
So like for the people who just listening for the first time, I want just to bring them up to speed. Like we had this conversation maybe almost a month now, I think ago. And because like I tell you, man, because there's so much people hitting me up for this interview, and it was done on Instagram, and we kind of was in the beginning stage of this, so that's why we here. Because man, I telling you, if I was to show you my inbox with people asking me, send me the video, you ain't gonna send it back, you ain't gonna post it on this, that. I said, God.
What? That mean they want to hear something. They want to hear something fresh.
Nah, man, your life as a musician touch a lot of people. Like all these younger guys who into music now, they all mention you did a great job in what you set out to do. You know what I mean?
Well, boy, you know, during the whole process, you know, you don't ever look at it as though, you know, you feel like you're doing something that extraordinary, you know. I mean, it's just like, you know, anything at the end of it all, then that's when you start to hear, yo, you was this, you was that, and everything. I mean, in the whole process, I knew to myself that we were doing something decent. I was doing something decent, you know. But I mean, when you're in it, those who I would say against you ain't gonna pop you up, because you like the enemy. But once you're done and you're in the enemy no more, they could let down the guard now and say, boy, I used to this, I used to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They we spoke to Ras Kelly, and Ras Kelly said he used to sit down and try to play keyboard like you because you were so fast and skillful. That amazed me that he was willing to say that.
Well, boy, to be honest, I listened some of the other interviews that you had with some of them guys, and you know, I felt good knowing that I give them man that kind of inspiration, and guys look to me, you know, for certain things. You know, I really felt really good. You know, I mean, I couldn't believe, you know, some of the stories I hear, even with Sucky. And Sucky was in the band with me. Certain things Sucky talk about, I didn't even know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But well, yeah, I just glad that, you know, I had the opportunity to do something that other guys wanted to do, and use me as the test piece, basically, to get to that level. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a real nice vibes, getting that feeling from them, man.
Yeah.
You know, and these is man who, these ain't no little man in the business. I mean, you go around the islands and you talk about Kelly, you know, you talk about Stickle, Koi, and even you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So good feeling, man, good vibes all the time. And listen, that man wouldn't like to know I get stuff from them too.
Yeah.
I get stuff from them because, I mean, let's take Kelly for instance. You know, there was one point in time that after Kelly really gets seasoning in small acts, you know, we were taking a lot of licks. And I decided, you know what, I got to pull a live with them, man. And I pull a live with them, man, and I sit down and I listen it and analyze it and dissect it. Because I mean, you know, we got to step up the game, man. And I did what I had to do.
Yeah. So let me start with this. How initially how you started out playing keyboards?
Why? Let me back up a little bit. I wouldn't even go and just say keyboard per se. I'll say music in general. I mean, my father is a musician. He mainly play bass. He play bass and guitar. He played with Ellie Matt and a lot of them bands, older bands from home. He was one of the founding members of Otto's Brass. You know, Otto's, they had like them songs, Irie Carnival and them type of tunes. Yeah. So from the time I know myself, I pretty much around the band house, around him, around all them guys, Numpy, that's Wingo brother, Wingo from Grandmasters.
Yes.
He was one of the main arrangers in O-Tones. You know, Slim Edwards and all of them, man. You know, I used to be around, you know, the little boy, cutie son, you know. And you wouldn't believe that the first instrument I gravitated to was drums.
Okay.
You know, yeah. I roll on drums, and being on drums now, I was too small to have my hi-hats and the snare like that. So I ended up coming up with a different style where I got my hi-hats on one and my snare, you know, on the lower side. So, you know, to some people say it look awkward, you know. Good thing nowadays they got some bad drummers that drum like that. So some may feel too bad. You know, and that's where I started, basically with the drums. And constantly doing that. And my father used to always want, try the guitar, try the bass. Man, I couldn't take on that, man. That to me had just looked like too much, you know. All them, you got, you know, I just was on drums. Fast forward a couple of years, one time I went by my sister, and she used to go piano classes. And as I go to her house, because we didn't live together, but you know, I used to go by her all the time. And when I go there to the house, she playing, blang, 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 blang. And I was like, yo, that look kind of cool, why? So purposely now, instead of going by on weekends, I used to try to go there every day. But the trick was to try, you know, getting a little thing with the piano. But she wasn't cutting it in terms of trying to teach me.
Yeah.
She would just do her thing and I just stand up there and watching, like as if like made interested. But when she move, I go and I try to do a little something.
Yeah.
But that wasn't really cutting it too much, you know. I can't go ask my father that because he think is bass and guitar. You check, he ain't into the keyboard thing. He just want me to learn either bass or guitar. And I still was adamant I ain't doing that. So as I get to high school now, we're still trying the little thing here and there. And they had these two guys used to go in with the auditorium in the high school. And them man would just be jamming on the piano. One playing the bass and one playing the rhythm and strumming. Jamming, man, they play all kind of jam band tunes, the Magic, them times, you know, jam band and the Magic 17, you know, to a less extent, like Grandmasters and stuff. And I was like, yo, I love that, you know. Two guys, Tommy Hodge, I think he live in Anguilla now, and Randy Nichols. I think he won that thing home now, Night Zone or something zone, you know. And I went to Randy one day and I said, yo, I got to learn to play, man. And I just used to go in there every time that man inside there doing the thing. And it's at that point now where I now move going keyboard side because now this is when now you start getting the Casio keyboards them with drums and all them type of stuff. So it's like, yo, why are you killing up myself on a whole drum set when drums in this thing here and I could make all the beats and everything inside of this keyboard, you check?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where I really get now on the keyboard itself and started doing my thing. During that time also, I had joined the Defense Force band.
Okay.
You know, and how I get in Defense Force band is because them times in high school, you're either in the cadets, the boys brigade or one of them things.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to go in the cadets because when I see the amount of push-ups and all and crap them man gotta be doing, I like, nah. So I chose Defense Force.
Yeah.
And here the joke, when I went in Defense Force, because I know Defense Force band ain't on a keyboard, I had to play drums.
Yeah.
So I used to play my side drum. And pretty much, you know, that's where the music thing take off. But here the joke. When in Defense Force band, Numpy Hicks, which is the band leader, I think he's still in Defense Force now. He come to me one day and he was like, you know, I see the talent in you. So I want to put you on a wind instrument. So I was like, what? It's a good thing. Let me take the wind instrument because now I could learn to read music and different things.
Okay.
Yo, Numpy come with a baritone. So I was like, nah, baritone. I was like, nah. But you know, the first class and stuff, he started showing me the positions, and you know, the baritone is a big instrument, yo. And I, you know, it's like you're really blowing melodies, you're just going pop, 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 pop. You know, you ain't playing to the song. So yo, I wasn't feeling that, you know, but I said, all right, no problem. Second day we gone back. I got over in the drum room, Numpy come on, Steve, come. I say, yo, this man serious, boy? Baritone again, practice him, man. For 2 days, you're doing damn good. I think you should take it home now and practice. I'm like, yo, this thing getting too serious here because I ain't want the baritone. Yo, after the second week, and I realized, boy, this thing look like it's sticking, I just start to blow a lot of wrong things. So when he give me the music sheet, I going, and when they supposed to go pop, 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 I going pop, 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 pop. Yo, willfully, yo. Numpy gets a pissed off, right? Numpy say, yo, go back over the drum room, this ain't for you.
You just run out of it.
Yeah, because I was like, boy, man, doing about it. Because, yo, I mean, I was small them times. I mean, I tried to figure out, yo, how you think I can walk with this here in a parade? Yeah, man. So I just ended up, you know, Defense Force, I stick on the drums. But all this while now, I still doing my little keyboard thing in the background.
Yeah.
You know, my father used to, you know, give me like a whole list of cards and card positions and different things. And then as I went on a little more, I decided, well, you know, I want to do a little more. The same numpy was supposed to teach me to, but I ended up going by this other lady, Miss Byron. She passed away now too. And she's the one who, you know, I went through me teaching little fingers. I think I went up to grade 2 or 3 before she gets sick now and everything. But at that time I was like, why, I don't know cards, I don't know how to play song, I don't need to do no more music. And I just take off from there.
Yeah. So after that, now when you take off, what elevate your mind to make you say, you know what? I want to do the band thing. I want to do a band.
Well, this now was like high school dreams. You know, everybody in all man who was in class and thing is like, we had different crews. You had like a Flames crew, a 17 plus crew, a jam band crew. You know, those are the main 3. And then you had like what a group name from Virgin Gordo?
Wrecking Crew?
No, not Wrecking Crew. That was from Virgin Gordo.
Oh, Virgin Gordo. Oh.
Yeah. They were Ecstasy.
Ecstasy, yes.
Ecstasy, right. So we had the different crews. So of course, man decided, well, we want a band in SK too.
Yeah.
We're gonna start with band. So everybody went, yeah, boy, we got a band. So after my mom's living out here and everything, I tell her about my whole vibes and things. So she sent me a little keyboard, you know. I get the little keyboard and I used to do my little practicing on the little keyboard. So when we decide now we got we band, it turned out now I'm the only musician.
You only could play.
Yeah, we got this band, 10 singers, one man on a keyboard.
Yeah.
You know, the little keyboard had on the little drums. Them, you know, you pull up the samba. You know, you pull up the samba and you got the samba beat was kind of close enough to a soca beat, you know.
Yeah.
And we pull up that and we playing all kind of tunes, you know. I try to hold the different cards and everything, but it's like, yo, this band, I remember that band we first started with the name Restless Crew.
Restless Crew.
Yeah, that was the name, Restless Crew. We used to practice right on my veranda. One keyboard and about 20 men singing. You know, so as time went on now, my father realized my interest. And I could never forget one of the first songs he teach me was Lady in Red. Never see you looking so, you know that tune, right?
Of course.
Yo said that song had in so much cards, right? And he actually like teach me how to read a card sheet and stuff, but I felt like a champion because here it is, I playing a love song. Yeah. And them days, you know, you feel like love song got in a load of cards and progressions, you know. So I felt like a champion. Yeah. I mean, I used to play Lady in Red in soca, reggae, anything you could think about because, you know, I had like the correct cards and everything, you know. Yeah. So my father decided, well, since you look like you're more interested in the keyboard, I'm going to try and buy you a bigger one. So he had a guy who used to play in the band with them who was migrating. So he went and he bought the keyboard from him. So now I got a big Casio, regular size keys, plus the small little Casio. Yeah. So that was me 2 keyboards. Nothing fancy, you know, just home doing my thing. But then one year now, Burning Flames come sink it. Okay. And I realized, what? This keyboard man got his keyboard them stuck. So I went to him and I come up with a strategy. So I put one keyboard flat. I had a dictionary. I put that in the back and put the other keyboard on it. So now I got my 2 keyboards, man. And I start jamming, Grandmasters, you know, and I feel good because now I jam with my 2 hands, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. You know, but still, the band we got is still one musician. You know, well now we're down to 10 man because we get rid of 10.
Yeah.
You know, so we decide now, this is it. We're gonna try trim it down. And we trim down the whole thing. We come down to maybe like 5 guys. We pull a little thing together. And we decide we're gonna call it New Vibrations.
New Vibes.
You know, that was the name of the band, New Vibrations. And of course, we still had a lot of men. There was one time the school had a little talent show going on, and we decide we want to play.
Yeah.
You know, but I tell them, man, boy, we can't go up there with no 1 keyboard man and 10 man singing. So we shave it down. Curtis did it. He was around and he always decided he want to play bass. The reason why he think about bass is because man used to tell him all the time he looked like Giant.
Yeah.
He used to play with jam band. So it's like, just because of the look, it's like, you know, he gonna be the bass man. Al used to like Fredo. I mean, this man would mimic Fredo right down to the Travel Fox shoes. So, you know who the drummer is.
Yeah.
The drummer is Al.
Yeah.
So, it had pretty much come down to the 3 of us. And we decided we're gonna go on the school show. Now, we ain't got no instruments. I only mean with me 2 little keyboard, but we figure things out, you know, we borrow little things from here and there. And the Dick at the time, he really in a bass man, so we decided we're gonna play. There was this song from Burning Flames. No.
Yeah.
The reason why we picked the song is because it's 1 note on the bass. So we just tell him, yo, mark that spot. I just got doom doom. And just the 3 of us, we went. But we played no for about 45 minutes.
I ain't gonna run off the stage.
But we played no for about 45 minutes. Well, at least we ain't get bored off and we ain't get nothing. So yeah, now by the next day, I feel like we are top of the world.
Yeah.
Band leg up. But all this time we still, you know, we still going, still trying to think, you know, trying to figure out what, you know, where we're gonna go. At this point now, I started to talk to my father now about teaching Dick some bass. And then I tell the Dick, boy, listen, if he ain't gonna teach you, I gonna tell him I'm interested now. Let him teach me. And then I will teach you. So that was the plan.
Yeah.
You know, them times man still going to school. And I could remember one morning sleeping, father come in the bedroom and wake me. He find a book. And in the book I had the whole plan. Like I had different names written down, like different names for the band.
Yeah.
Who gonna play what, who gonna do this. But when daddy wake me up, once you hear my father say, fellow, you know, if he says Steve, he's all right.
Everything good.
But when you hear fellow, you know, it's serious.
Yeah.
So he wake me, he said, fellow. And I just said to me, say, oh my God. Next thing I see with the book, I was like, boy, this a rap. He got to the book, he showed me. He, what is band name? He said, you got exams, you know. You better take your exams and then we deal with this. So I feel good because now he ain't shut it down. He ain't shut it down. So I tell him, man, no, it's just me and the Dick them and so we don't just farm pool here. Well, deal with your schoolwork and then we gonna talk about this. So I feel good, but listen, say that's the first time, fellow, come off good. because usually when you hear fellow, is a rap. Yeah, and so now at the time now I tell him, well, you know, oh, I hear the classic, right? he had 2 drum machines there, a 707 and a 727, right? So he tell me, Father always tell me, no, do not trouble them drum machines because they had belonged to Element.
Yeah.
But of course, you know, when daddy gonna work, daddy gonna lie in the night, I take out the drum machine and I try my little thing, you know?
Yeah.
So let me get a joke now.
Mm.
One time, he went away for the weekend. So I bowl now. I set up the machine to the radio. I ain't got to unplug it because he ain't coming back till Sunday.
Yeah.
You check? So I over there, I programming, I doing all kind of thing. I learning how to erase and copy and the 707, you know? Listening to them times, elementary beats, them and thing, you know, you know? You say, yo, that's the real thing, boy, you know? You know, Burning Flames just use it 707 a lot.
Yep.
Yo, I just say, boy, I home jamming me keyboards, them and mimicking uncle and son, you know, and like I changing beats. But all this time, I ain't really programming it that much. So, it's the Saturday night, my father coming back Sunday morning. So I see a button there say, load demos.
Oh gosh.
So, you buy load on the demos. So here joke now. The whole 707 now, full out of all kind of fancy beats and you know, them all 17 plus So they say, yeah, this is the real thing, man. You know, them man tweak them a little bit, yeah. So when I finish now messing around with the machine after a couple of hours, I say, okay, let me pull back the beats them now. What was there? Sid? Can't get them back. Yo, I trying all kind of things, can't get back the beats. I panicking now because father coming back in the morning. He tell me, don't trouble these. So how I gonna do this thing now? So I said, oh yes, I remember he had a manual. So I went and I looked for the manual for the 707. Look to the back of the manual. The manual say, if you install the demo beats, you're going to erase permanently what was there.
I know you wanted to ball when you read
but I said, when I look up and I see the time, it was after midnight.
Yeah.
Daddy coming back in the morning. I got to go program this whole machine.
Holy crap.
Because I ain't want daddy now. Because I don't get the warning, do not trouble these machines because they belong to Element.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I had to master the machine in 2 hours.
Nice.
But here the classic now. So, fast forward next morning, I get programming and everything, you know. It so happened, my father used to practice home too. So he take out the bass and he take out the drum machine. And I out kind of outside listening. I hear, fellow.
Oh Lord.
God. Here. The zouk beat wasn't on 1. I said, either 1 or 2. So I try to reprogram where I know everything was.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I mix up where the zouk beat and the soca beat was.
Yeah.
He watched me here. Fellow, I tell you, don't trouble them, you know. I said, daddy man, trouble them. Yeah, the zouk beat wasn't 1, you know. I said, either 1 or 2. Well, listen. Well, daddy, if you're watching now, I'm confess now. Oh yeah, that's how I start programming on the Roland. And the 707 and the 727. And that's actually how I get to listen. I had to literally master the machine in a couple of hours.
Couple of hours. That's a lot of pressure to be under, brother.
Bye. Listen, so I will warn anybody now before you install the demo programs.
No, what you doing? No, what you doing?
Exactly.
So with the band now, the band end up playing at the show and so, and then how I progress from there.
Well, after what had really happened, Elimat band at the time was kind of going through a phase too. And the band had separated. And you know, back in them days when band mashup is like, you know, I guess because of money issues and what's not, you used to hear this person grab speakers, this person grab this person grab that. So my father ended up with the drum machines them. One of the guys who used to blow with Elimat at the time, Elvis Hickson, he had some equipment from Elimat too. And now this is when exams and everything done. So now we still trying to do with band thing and everything. So then my father tell me one day, man, let me talk to Elvis. Maybe I could go and buy Elvis. So we're like, okay, cool. He talked to Elvis. Elvis was glad for the opportunity. We went down. And was still only three of us. Was just me, the Dick, and Al. And we used to go down and we used to go and we little practice them and so. And why it was kind of like that too, because we were mimicking 17 plus a lot. And during a lot of them times there, 17 plus, they really had no steady guitar player.
Yeah.
You check, we just like, well, you know, we're gonna do a thing. And one day, Gibbsy, but we used to call him Busso at the time. I see him playing the guitar on the corner. I said, well, Busso, man, you could play by. You know, he could have played real good. He just didn't know like the name of the cards them and certain things. But man, walk out by, you know, he could have played, he could have sing.
Yeah. So
man tell him about come through. And he come through. And that's how the four of us really get locked tight. You know, as Nu Vybes. Well, New Vibrations at the time, like I tell you.
Yeah.
We started practicing and so Elvis became the manager.
What year was that, Steba?
This was around 86, 87.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, this was around them times there. We had another guy, used to be my neighbor, a guy named Norris. He used to be a technician. So he used to come around and help us out, do little cassette recordings and so on. But we were just a band with just a name per se.
Yeah.
We wasn't nothing official, like, you know, Nu Vybes band or nothing. What happened was we had decided to do our first album. The album was called No Wilders. That was the name of it. Well, I don't remember some of the songs them on it, but I know the name of the album. I was looking at some before his last night.
Yeah.
But we decided we're gonna print some shirts. We said, well, let me print a couple t-shirts and, you know, with the name and son. So we went and we checked this partner. He used to cut out stencils, you know, and spread them on. So we end up with two problems. The Nu Vibrations was just too much. But not only that, you got to pay for each letter. So the post wasn't cutting it for all them letters.
Yeah. What you said, the post?
Because, you know, them times, you know, I do a little architecture work and thing, and man doing a little hustle, but, you know, so we decided we can't pay for all them letters. So we tried to figure out how best we could cut it. So we said, well, boy, instead of saying Nu Vibrations, let me just say Nu Vybes. But it's still NEW.
Yeah.
We walk out by post still tight. So we say, well, you know what? This was between me and the Dick, and we decide, well, we're gonna take out the EW and call it NU. You know, Monarch. Monarch was one of the first person who we had tell that. And Monarch said, well, he ain't sure how people gonna look at that because we say new, but some people say new. You know? So we say, well, hey, listen, whoever they want to say it, yo, We saving $20 right there. Check.
Say what
Because,
you want.
yeah, you know, you gotta pay. I mean, the $10 got paying and charging $10 a letter.
Mm.
You check. So it was Nu Vibes. So we you know, we play basketball and thing. And lo and behold, the partner decide the I is too money, the dot and the slash. You check, so it's like, wow, this boy. No,
Oh, he's a
again,
thief, man. He's a thief.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we hustling again. The post still tight. So one day we coming from on the court, was me and the dick, and we decide, why? Since man is youths, let me take out the I and put the Y for youths. So that way now we save our money again, because now we ain't got to pay for the dot and the slash. You check?
Oh, no.
So that's really how the Nu Vybes thing come. And then when my father start hearing us now, he know Gibbsy father. And that is what it does call his father, Gibbsy.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So when my father come and he see him, oh, you're Gibbsy's son. So we start to call him Gibbsy.
Got you.
Just like, you see, just like our sticker?
Yeah.
Right, the same way.
Got you.
So we start to call him. Then that basically was the original, the 4 original man. So it was me, the Dick, Al, Gibbsy, Elvis was the manager, and what he name had we back for the longest, Monarch had we back from the longest, from beginning. So when we tell Monarch and so, you know, we got the band and thing, Monarch decide we got to do a photo shoot. So he had a man's store, so he sponsors all the clothes.
Wow,
you know,
nice.
That's how we may got one of the pictures here, but he sponsored all the clothes. And we went to Fort Thomas Hotel grounds where they used to got music festival. And this guy Chris, he got Vibes FM in England. He's a photographer, and he did our first set of photos.
Chris Collins?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he did our first set of photos. I'm gonna look for some of them and send them to you, and then you could even upload them, you know, from the beginning. So yeah. But he did the first set of photos. We decided we want to come out looking a little crazy because, you know, them times bands used to got a kind of look, you know. I mean, Flames was the thing, and Flames used to got a kind of crazy kind of look. You know, so. And that's when we really take off. This was official now, like 87, official now.
Yeah.
That's why we really count it from October 87.
Yeah.
You know, that's when we really start and we do everything and what's not. And to Monarch get us hooked on to different people, and so, you know, to get to do a production outside.
So since you mentioned in Monarch, for the people who don't know who Monarch is, just like, you know, just explain who Monarch is.
Well, Monarch pretty much one of the top calypsonians ever out of St. Kitts. From junior come right up to senior. One of his biggest tunes was Saltfish Tongue. They hide in the Saltfish Tongue. So, you know, but very instrumental to a part that we go from back then too, you know. Because like I say, he was the one who pretty much orchestrated and set up the whole thing for us to get a recording done. And another guy from out here in the US and him team up together, and they put the whole thing together. And we went down to St. Thomas. We went down to St. Thomas like 89, 90, somewhere around there. Them time planes still got popular. You got to go with headphones on. Yeah, so we went St. Thomas, and we did the first recording. Well, let me get a classic now. All the years is you're either 17 plus Flames or Jam Band fan. I was kind of between 17 and Flames. Yo, when we get to St. Thomas and we got in the studio to do the recording, was Tony Ash recording studio.
Yeah.
And we there chilling. Who is the recording engineer? Funk Gums. Boy, what? Yo, 17? But I said, let me tell you, boy, listen, I had a special smile on my face, Jet. For the longest, boy, like, what? Fuck. Because now you feel now you're in the mix now with the big guns. You check? But yeah, Funk was the recording engineer, and it's from since then, me and Funk, that's when I really first get to meet Funk. But let me tell you, I was cooping so much and taunting him to play a piece on the album. But Funk wouldn't play nothing. Yeah, sometimes when they're in the studio and I'll be like, yo, Funk, you think that part there sound good? Why? I want him to say, no man, we could touch it up. Funk could be like, no man, he was just a Dublin. No man, Dublin, it good.
You probably know what you're up to, man.
Yeah. Yo, and let me tell you, right? Which song it was, boy? I can't remember. I think might have been Checking the Vibes. Yeah, we had a song name like that. And when I was laying down the tracks, he passed the keyboards, right? And he just so here, when we finish now here, let me waste that, man. Yeah, but no man, that good.
keep that.
Yeah, I said that piece good. I said that good. That fitting good right there. Oh. Why to this day, that piece still on there. That piece still on there. So that year we had record our album, and we had also recorded the album for Monarch. Monarch was doing a project too, and we were the ones who had back it up. So, but yeah, that was a nice vibes.
We got Monarch there. Say big up, and Funk as well. Say big up.
Oh, okay, yeah, cool. That actually wasn't really my first real album. Was with Mick Stokes. That is when I felt a sense of, wow, yeah, something you're doing good. Because for those who don't know, I mean, Mick Stokes was one of Element, but he was the drummer with Element, top lead vocals, and then J.S. Brass and all them. So Mick is a icon, a big time icon in SK.
Legend, yeah.
You check? And I thinking to myself, Mick want me play an album? I thinking, boy, he got to be doing something good. Yeah. So it so happened that what Mick did was he hired a set of musicians. So it was me and keyboards, my father and bass, Geoff, Victor Payne. He was playing guitar. And we used to practice every Sunday. And we was practicing the material for Mick. We was going to record by, I think it was A.U. studio. So we used to go there to practice so that when we go in the studio, Yeah. And Mick is one of them who helped me develop the quick fingers. Because, and let me tell you, this man was detailed. I don't know if you remember that song there, but that's one song,
Yeah.
And Mick want you play just how he's singing it, So enough respect to Mick for giving me the opportunity, and Monarch as well, because the man would not select me to be a part of the product, and especially knowing what standards they got to uphold. You check what I'm saying?
Yeah, coming from Element and so
yeah. Mick album was good, and Monarch was just as good too. Monarch. But then, boy, fast forward back to the album. By the time we finish the album in St. Thomas, by the band in disarray.
Okay.
Because is while in St. Thomas doing the album, we get the official word that did it going with Grandmasters.
Big
Because
band,
Lennon,
big band.
Yeah, Lennon at the time was you know, kind of like taking a back seat.
Yeah.
Lennon used to be the bass man for Grandmasters at the time.
Yeah.
And that kind of piss off everybody because it's like, we did hear the show all the while, but they can't say nothing. You know, but, you know, it was all I could say, but, you know, why could I tell him? I mean, we just over here struggling, scrabbling.
Yeah.
He gave the opportunity to go with something big, so, you know,
Yeah,
so be it.
Yeah. But in all honesty, that would have rubbed me wrong too. Like, let me talk about it before you go, no man. Come no man, come on. You know?
Let me tell you, by the time we get the word, it was he didn't in. If you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
So it really wasn't nothing there that, you know, you could go and talk about now, because he got a Grandmaster. So by the time we reached back singing, we shot a bass man. You know,
Wow.
I don't even remember how we had ended up scout out Alger, but Alger ended up becoming the bass man. So Alger, you could say, kind of coming just when we kind of breaking the ice, because that's when we had that big song, Long Time I Want to Catch You. Sexy Jolie, cheeky doggy me, don't remember that song? Long Time I Want to Catch You. Yeah. So that's when we kind of people start to realize now, you know, these men coming, you know. Then it was we and 14 Minus. 14 Minus was coming around the same time too.
Yeah.
You know, but then we and 14 Minus kind of had like two separate identities. 14 Minus was more like the jam band, laying a lot of rhythm kind of thing. And we was more the playing song band. You check what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, we do we thing. Things start to get a little haywire again, and Gibbsy fall off. You know. Next thing when Gibbsy fall off, Gibbsy gonna join the enemy. 14 Minus.
Gibbsy to the LeBron.
Yeah. So you're like, boy, what is boy? So
I mean the Ray Allen, not the LeBron, the Ray Allen.
So then we ended up me, Alger, the three of us. Got no wing and a guitar player. You know, and we were pretty much doing that for a little while, you know, just doing little, it wasn't a big band, just doing little shows here and there, trying to do a little thing. But it just didn't feel the same without guitars.
Yeah.